Galsworthy from Quby. Thank you very much for your presentation. It was really great to learn your lesson learned and get this insight from you. So let me just start off with the question who you are and what your background is and what you're working on at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm the head of data science at Quby. We are a manufacturer of smart thermostats and energy displays, sold as Toon in the Netherlands and Spain, and Box in Belgium. My background is originally in applied mathematics. I studied in the UK, Oxford University, both undergrad and PhD. I've moved in and been working in the energy world for around about 7 or 8 years right now. And I moved to Quby to take this position a couple of years ago. And since then I've been working on some of the technology we talked about earlier this evening.
Thank you very much. So let's jump into the first question. What was your first contact with AI?
My first contact with AI was actually when I was an intern student back in 2001, something like that. I was working in a company that was investigating materials properties, and I trained my first neural network to determine the properties of materials based on their chemical composition, to see if we could improve upon human estimates and experimentation at that time.
So 2001, you're one of the old schoolers in AI, basically.
Yeah,
long before the hype. Next question is, who or what has been your biggest influence in AI and why?
I've been fortunate enough to work with a number of very inspiring colleagues over the year who've really been the algorithm developers, and that's been what has been most interesting for me. So particularly at the company where I'm currently based at Quby, we have a number of real experts in their fields, PhD data scientists that every day are coming up and thinking of great new ideas of how to get insight from data. Mm-hmm. That's stepping from sort of the algorithm design more towards how do you automate that as much as possible. That's really what I find very inspiring.
Yeah. It also shows, or your answer shows that data science is also something very creative, where you have to come up with solutions on a daily basis, basically.
Definitely, I think that's one of the things I enjoy most about data science, is that it's got the technical aspects to it, the mathematics, which I've really enjoyed throughout the whole of my studies, but as well as this real creative sort of visionary aspect. You can really discover new things that have never been touched upon before.
Yeah. Okay, the next question. Which of your daily tasks are already performed by a machine completely?
Of my tasks personally?
Yeah.
Navigation, totally outsourced to Google now. I've recently got an Amazon Alexa smart speaker, so the music in my home is pretty much AI chosen these days. Yeah. Definitely get suggestions from that. In a work context, unfortunately, still a lot of things are manual.
Okay. Would you rather learn a new skill, for example, play the piano, football, or the violin, or would you train an AI to do it for you?
I would train an AI to do it for me. I think because you get to understand so much about the sport or the talent from the expert knowledge you need to acquire to be able to successfully train an AI, yeah. Then sort of the best of both.
Yeah. Next question. When you wake up in 10 years from now, what will you see?
Oh, my vision is really into the smart home. I would hope in 10 years' time we'd move beyond just the smart thermostats and lighting. I'd really like to have a robot in the home. That would be great. Automate some of the, folding, washing, doing the dishwasher, all of these things. I'd expect that to go. I would hope the world would be a lot more energy efficient in that sense, would really minimize energy consumption, and I see a big role for AI in the background there.
Next question. What is the toughest AI challenge right now and why?
I think the toughest AI challenge is to take the promise of AI and make it deliver business value. I think we're really getting towards a turning point where the technology exists and the methods have been created, and we're starting to see companies and people bring that into real people's lives. To be able to do that, it really needs to have a strong business case behind it, and to be able to integrate that with the rest of organizations.
Okay, and what do you feel do businesses need to get into AI?
A lot of businesses already have a lot of data, and a lot of businesses already have a feeling for the most important questions to answer. I think people need to be willing to just keep trying, and to do small-scale projects, see what works, what doesn't work, without necessarily a huge commitment in the beginning stage. But once AI, machine learning shows some promise, then yeah, it does need some investment to back that up and to really bring that to become a core focus of the business.
Yeah. Okay. The next question. Would you rather read a novel by Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe, Charles Dickens, Mark Twain, Oscar Wilde, or would you rather read one that an AI wrote from your email inbox?
I, not so long ago, actually tried to read some Charles Dickens, famous author from my homeland. I found it really difficult to read. It was very much a different style than I'm used to, so I'd give the AI a chance here, see what they can create.
See what it gets out of your email inbox. Okay, if you'd build your dream AI team to solve a challenge, who would you hire or like to work with?
Ooh. I would really like to. I like to work with people that are very investigative. They're thinking about new challenges. For me, it doesn't need to be someone that has a PhD in data science. They don't need to create an algorithm themselves, but it's really being able to work to see a vision of how to apply that approach to new problems.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think is the next game where AI will beat humans in?
I mean, we've done noughts and crosses, we've done chess, we've done Go. What is there left? I would love to see more move into the physical realm. So, for example, I don't know, table tennis or something like that. That we really really show the prowess of AI with physical robotics.
Yeah. Okay. Your favorite non-AI related technology?
My favorite non-AI related technology. I really like data visualization. So data visualization technologies, what would I put as the top there? Just being able to interact with data. I think it's not AI powered, but it's really transformed the way that we can engage with data and work with it on a daily basis.
Okay. And the last question, what's the most relevant trait, characteristic, or attitude for people who work on AI?
Inquisitiveness, I would say.
Right, that's a good answer. Thank you very much for your time, Stephen. It was great having you here, and we hope to see you again another time.
Thanks a lot.